Hello, children. Welcome to the English class. Yesterday we had finished with the lesson, The Portrait of a Lady, and in that we had seen the relationship between human beings, how important it is. Not only human beings, the relation between humans and the nature outside. Not only the nature, especially the animals. Okay, there can be a bond, a perfect bond between animals and human beings. These were the few aspects that we touched in the lesson. Today, children, we are going to start with the discussion of the important questions, and today we'll do few long answer questions. After discussing the long answer questions, you can just cut short them, make them into smaller pieces, and short questions can be developed from that. So first we'll discuss the long answer questions. So the first question that we are going to discuss today is the three phases of author's relationship and with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad. So there are three phases of his life and with his grandmother before he left this country to study abroad. So the first phase is the relationship between Khushwant Singh and his grandmother in the village. So you have to describe about the village life, how she used to wake him up and then dress him up, and while she was dressing him up, she used to sing the prayers to him audibly, so that on the means with the concept that he might learn all the prayers, how to sing them. Okay, then she used to make him ready for the school. She used to give him breakfast, and then and the breakfast was tail chapati and a bit of butter on it, and then they would go to the school, and she even helped him in his daily lessons, and she used to on the way they used to feed the stray dogs. Now the second phase is starts when they shift to the city. Yes, city life. So there the author joins the English school, and now the grandmother could not accompany him to the school. She could not help him out with his lessons as she used to do in the village. Then the next thing is she was very unhappy about the studies of a grandson. The reason was that there were science and all those subjects, and he could not help him, she could not help him. And then they used to teach music in the school, and that was something considered as very bad, because it was supposed to be the thing that should that should be possessed by harlots and beggars and all these people, not by gentlemen. But then in the school it was taught, so she was very depressed, she was very unhappy. Now this is the second phase. Now the third phase begins when he went to the university. So in the city life also, in spite of him studying in an English medium school, in spite of a great a great gap between them, there was one thing that brought them together, and that is the common room, the room that they shared. Okay, but when he went to the university, this room he was given, Singh was given a separate room, and so the common link between them and their friendship was almost broken, because now Khushwant Singh had lots to study. He never had time to talk with his grandmother, and neither, as they were separated, as he got a separate room, he was not able to come near the grandmother, sleep with her, talk with her, listen to her bedtime stories. Okay, so the friendship was broken. So these are the three phases of their friendship. So children, when you write this answer, it might come for 2 marks question. Suppose it comes for 2 marks question, you need to just mention what are the three phases. First phase, the phase in the village. The second phase, the life in the city. And the third, when he starts going to the university and gets a separate room. So these are the three phases. But when it comes for 6 marks question, you have to explain and write. That is very important. Okay, explain each phase properly. So now we are moving on to the next question. Okay, so the next important question that we are going to deal with is the character sketch of the grandmother. Okay, as given in the lesson by Khushwant Singh. Okay, in the portrait of the lady. So the writer's grandmother. When we start talking about the portrait, okay, or the character sketch, the pen portrait we call it, okay, or the character sketch of the old lady, the first important thing we should keep in mind is we have to give all the aspects of her in as mentioned in the text. So the first thing, the grandmother was a very old lady. Okay, she was religious minded and she was noble hearted. Now when you say religious and noble hearted, you have to give examples, cite examples. So when you write an answer, like I said, the writer's grandmother was a very old lady, so underline very old lady. Then the next one, she was religious minded and kind hearted. Underline religious minded, kind hearted. And then you have to give example where she was religious. How could you say? You have to substantiate your answer with examples from the text. So religious minded because she throughout the day her lips moved in an inaudible prayer. Then the second, her hands always had the rosary. She used to tell the beads of the rosary. Now the next concept, that is, she was noble hearted. She was noble hearted because she used to feed the dogs in the village and sparrows in the city, and she was very kind to the author. She used to do everything for the author, dressing him up for the school, accompanying him till the school, then feeding him, everything she did for the child. So all this shows that she was kind hearted and she was a religious lady. Now she never had a formal education. Okay, she was not formally education, because we can make it out from the example that she could not, once he reached his city, she could not help him with his studies because she had no knowledge of English and science. Okay, but she was serious about the studies and education of her grandson. And then she was very disturbed when she came to know that they were teaching him music. So this we come to know that she was a lady who belonged to the old generations. Okay, she followed she stuck on to the old customs and traditions that she was born into and that she practiced from ages. Okay, so all these are the few characters of the grandmother. Now the next question that we are going to describe or discuss is the bond of friendship. Okay, the bond of friendship between grandmother and the author. How it in the beginning it grew stronger and then it became weak with the passage of time. So in the beginning excuse me. So in the beginning it was very strong. That is, when he was in the village, the relationship was very strong when they used to be together 24 hours. Okay, so she used to wake him up, she used to give him a bath, feed him, and then accompany him to the temple school, and then bring him back in the afternoon, and then help him out with his lesson. But then there started coming a slight difference in their relationship when the author reached the city, because now the only link between them was the room that they shared. At least they could meet each other only during night time, because whole day he was busy with his studies. Now he could not, in the city, she could not accompany him to the school. Okay. Then she could not help him out with his studies because they taught science and English and even music. She was very sad about it. Then she thought that because music was considered, as I told you before, the authority, it should be associated. It was associated with people like harlots and beggars. So she was very sad, and so she started withdrawing herself from her grandson. Then the relationship broke off totally when he joined his university. Okay, when he started going to his university, he had a separate room, and as he shifted into his separate room, the link between them just broke off. Okay, so we can make out that this is how the relationship between the two had come to an end. Okay, but then that doesn't show that her concern and affection for the writer was not affected. Okay, means was affected. It was not affected. She was whenever he was, even when he was sent away to the means he was sent away abroad for higher studies. He wanted to go abroad, but she was sad. Yes, true. But then she did not show that. She convinced herself that yes, it's for the betterment of her child. And when he came back, she was the happiest person on this earth, and that can be seen when she gathers the ladies in the village, not in the village, sorry, in the neighborhood in the city, and then starts beating up the drum and singing song and everything. So these things show that her concern, although there was a breach in the relationship, but it did not bring about a stop in her concern and affection towards her grandson. Okay, children, today we'll stop with this. Tomorrow again we'll have some more discussions of the questions. Thank you. Have a great day.